Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays. Merry Happymas to everybody. Whatever you observe. Winter solstice. So, a handful of years ago, and I don't know who's responsible for creating this tradition, but when a new Pokemon game comes out, typically at least more recently, they've started coming out around Christmas, around the holiday season, which of course they do because capitalism, they got to sell, make those Christmas sales. But somebody had the big idea to breed a bunch of starters and, send them out through random trades for Christmas. So a lot of the kiddies who are waking up on Christmas morning are getting the games and setting out on their adventure. Now, I don't expect them to immediately start doing the Wonder Trade thing, and I don't even think a bunch of them will figure that out until way later in the game, but it's a nice little tradition nevertheless for those who do get lucky enough to grab a starter. There are plenty of adults who get these games from their partners too. Pokemon, people believe Pokemon is strictly a children's thing. I disagree. I'll keep playing it for as long as they make them and as long as I'm alive. I've got my tea. I've got some water here as well. I don't know how long this stream will be. I don't know how long we'll be here doing this, but on top of the 3 boxes of starters that I want to give away this Christmas morning, I have a few Pokemon that I've been catching in the raids. And let's see, I think I have another box of them somewhere. Ah, yes, here we go. Another box full of Pokemon that I caught for the raids. It is the giveaway. So people who can come and chat who directly need one, they can have one if they want. But for the most part, I'm just going to be sending these out through the Wonder Trade feature. I think that's still what it's called, right? Wonder Trade? What do they call it now? Surprise Trade? Let's see. Yep. It's called Surprise Trade now. Oh no, I'm freezing. I found the snowman to stand by. Yeah, you can trade. Just tell me what you need. Swimmers. Well, I went into trade and you just kept showing me shinies. I wasn't 100% sure what, I wasn't sure what we were doing or what was happening. But I gotta keep the train moving, We have a lot of Pokemon to give away today. Well, I don't have any shinies to give away. Gumi! The Goomster. I imagine the servers will probably be pretty busy this morning with people battling and trading. Did I get my Pokemon back? Oh, nope. Somebody's probably just had the same idea that I did. All right, back out into the world you go. Oh, somebody sent a Dragonair. Somebody's fancy. Springadio. I think that's how that's pronounced. Not 100% sure. Gave away the first row. Let's switch over and give away a row of Fuecoco. Stop freezing. It makes it look so bad when my avatar is cold. Litleo. Wow, that trade was fast. Does anybody remember how broken the GTS became very early on? The GTS was the Global Trade Station that was introduced in Diamond and Pearl, I think. May have been Platinum, but I swear it was Diamond and Pearl. And then I think X and Y, but it could have been one of the games after X and Y, added the Wonder Trade or the Surprise Trade feature, which just lets you randomly trade a Pokemon with somebody. You don't know who they are, you don't get to choose, you just send out one and get one in return. And I remember it being so broken after a while because people were naming the Pokemon after their website or their eBay account or whatever, and they would sell shiny Pokemon and legendary Pokemon and stuff like that. Perfect IV Pokemon, just completely being douche nozzles and ruining it for everybody. I hate that. That's one of the things I hate most about Pokemon is people who do that. Like, you gotta have the perfect nature and you gotta do the metagaming. I hate metagaming. Hate it. I hate it so much. It takes away from people who casually want to play. snowstorm. I wonder. No. Can't angle that. I really should spend some time trying to learn the new Pokemon names. From Pokemon X and Y forward, the names start getting a little sketchy for me, you know? There's just over 1,000 Pokemon now. That's a lot to remember. Yeah, that was the problem. Everybody wanted to give you a Pidgey for a Mewtwo, or they wanted something ridiculous. That whole system was broken. Hey, what's up? And I liked the idea behind the GTS and the Wonder Trade and stuff like that. I thought it was a good thing to implement, you know, but people, man, why we can't have nice things? Gift day. Merry Christmas. Merry Chrysler. LeChonk. Can I interest you in a Fuecoco? Merry Christ. Ooh. Alright, we've given away a ton of Sprigato, Fuecoco. Let's get started on Quaxley. I got my tea this morning. And I've got a bit of a scratchy throat. I've had it for days, so I'm trying to send a random Raleigh Collie. Do I even have one of those to give away? No, not your eye. You have a lot of problem out of that eye, don't you? Back out into the world you go. This just does not feel like a Sunday to me. That sucks. We're definitely too young to have all the ailments we do. My sister was saying that the other day. I mean, I know you've got an excuse, what with the accident and all, but the rest of us, like, we're not even 40 yet and we've got all these aches and pains. Obama snow! Hey, bud. Oh. But then you're just falling apart like the rest of us. There's going to be a lot of us sending starters back and forth trying to do this giveaway. Because like I said, this is a thing that a lot of people in the Pokemon community do. They get together online. Well, they don't get together, but they get online and they send out a bunch of starters. I did it once for Sword and Shield, and I'll probably just do it the once here for Scarlet and Violet too. I don't see me doing this every year. I don't know, we'll see. I like how cozy this stream is, how cozy this episode is. So I wouldn't mind doing a Christmas stream each year, just to hang out with people and spend some time and chill. With the pretty candles. Deli green. People name themselves the most ridiculous things. Well, we're being slowed down in our giveaway here of starters by receiving other starters from other trainers. Snow runt. Delibird. The closest thing we have to a Christmas Pokemon. Ooh, Brooks-ish. That one's hard to pronounce. Try to. Yeah. I've run into that problem too with Pokemon Go. Are you familiar with Scatterbug? It's the X and Y, the 3DS, Kalos, Caterpie. It evolves into Vivillon, or I don't know the exact pronunciation. But there are like 20 different versions of the butterfly. So they just now got around to introducing it into Pokemon Go. And the way they did it is they spread them out across the planet, excluding China and Russia, because fuck them. But he can be found everywhere else on Earth, and the different patterns are found in different regions. And what you do in order to catch Scatterbug, because he can't be found in the wild, you save your postcards to your postcard book. Now, if you're not really familiar, for those of you who don't play Pokemon Go or are not familiar, in Pokemon Go, you have a friends list like you would on the Switch or any other console. And yeah, that Pokemon. Vivillon. You know I suck at names and things. But on your friends list, you can send a gift every day to your friend, and it contains potions, Pokeballs, things like that. But it also comes with a postcard of a real world location of one of the Pokestops that you spun. And when you save that postcard, every time you save 3 from the same region, a wild Scatterbug will appear. And that's how you get Scatterbug in Pokemon Go. So I went to Twitter and I posted my friend code and hashtagged the hell out of it. Pokemon Go friends, Go friend codes. I got so many Japanese Pokemon Go accounts friending me. And it doesn't tell you what region these people are, what language they are. All you get is their trainer name, and a lot of them just put it in English. Their trainer name is English, even though they're a Japanese account. And I had to unfriend so many people the other day. It was so frustrating. And then I deleted the tweet a week later and put up the tweet again. And in big bold letters, I said, no more Japanese accounts, please. Nobody listened. Still had an influx of Japanese accounts. So I find that to be highly annoying, that people don't read or listen. Very annoying. What do you mean? What looks Christmassy? One of the Pokemon look Christmassy? Ooh, Dragonite. Oh yeah, I'll take a look. Give me a second. Dragonite. You're not talking about old Wiglet here, are you? No, you said dragon thing. Dino? Dino? Oh, okay. I'm trying to go on less ramble tangents, but they just come out sometimes, and I get frustrated. You tease what you tease. Is that a shiny? No, I guess it's just the sky coloring. Ah, we're getting blasted by the cold. There's nowhere I can stand. And you can't do the trading from inside either. They won't let you. Well, that snowstorm didn't last long. I kind of wish that the GTS was still here. That way kids could just go in and trade and get the starter instead of having to rely on this system, you know what I mean? I think the only way that the GTS still exists is in Pokemon Home, the mobile version only. I think you can still trade that way. Of course, for the life of me, I don't know anybody. I can't think of anybody who uses Pokemon Home mobile. It really just takes up space on my phone. Although I like it in a way because it allows me to trade people in real life, in real time, without having to have my Switch with me at all times. But nobody uses Pokemon Home mobile, so. A communication error. Now, how am I freezing and they're not? Another scatterbug. I want to send that Dragonite out too. We'll send that Dragon Knight back out after this. That was fast. Charmander. Good old Char. Switch back over to Fairy Coco. Finish the second line. Premier Ball. I started catching all my raid Pokemon in Premier Balls since I'm just going to give the Pokemon away anyway. It reminds me of Pokemon Go in a way. I was thinking the other day, I wonder how far Pokemon Go will go. It's been around since 2016 now. Honestly, it doesn't show any signs of slowing down. I disagree with a lot of the things Niantic does, but at the end of the day, I'm still playing it. Yeah, I'm that guy. Slack off. I'm gonna stand right next to you. It's a very nice clear day outside too. Snow Rut. This is the first time since 1989 that we've had 3 consecutive days, 72 consecutive hours of below freezing temperatures for this area. It's crazy. Oh no, your internet. Somebody took the time to name it Silky. Going to Hank. Bye, Hank. Hank's going to Hank. Can I make a snowman? In game or in real life? Because there's no snow. Like, it's been super cold here, but we've had no snow. I think I've made a snowman once or twice in my life. It really does not snow often here. Google Storm of the Century, 1993. It was a freak storm that they say that only happens maybe once in 1,000 years. It reached from nearly the North Pole to the South Pole. I mean, it reached from like Greenland through all the way through Canada, all the way through North America and the United States, all the way down through Central America and Mexico, all the way down into South America, all the way down past Argentina, I believe. This sucker pretty much, just like windshield wipers on a car, just swept over this whole side of the planet. And those who were in warm areas got rain. Those of us in cooler areas got snow. I think it was the first time in my life that I'd seen snow. I was 9 years old. And, yeah, I mean, it's snowed more than once or twice in our lifetime here, but I'm talking about like real accumulation where if the power goes out and we can't travel the roads and we're just stuck for days. I think it's only ever happened once or twice. Yeah, Storm of the Century, 1993. I think it was 93. It shut down this whole side of the planet. It was also the year Jurassic Park came out in theaters. There were some other significant things that happened that year, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I know there were some game releases that year that were significant. I just can't remember what they were. Oh yeah, Storm of the Century. I want to say it's the Stephen King novel they made into a movie. I want to say it's about a vampire who shows up during a storm and causes a kind of manipulates a town into giving them a kid. I think he shows up once a century and takes a kid, something like that. It's been a long time. It's a really good story. '92. Born in '92. I want to hum to the music, but it'd be out of sync. Bottle jail? What? Where? Mega Man X was 93? Hi, little buddy. And away you go. That's okay. I wonder. Nope, still Domino. We've gotten a few from Domino. Whoever Domino is. Tyler is working on a project that I think you find very fascinating. He bought, I forget how big it was, but a hard drive that's terabytes and terabytes and terabytes and terabytes large. I think he spent a ton of money on it, really expensive. And he has decided to download pretty much every video game ever made. I think he has most home consoles complete. He's working on arcade at the moment and computer or PC, you know, DOS, everything from the 1970s and 80s. Remember those old floppy disk games? All that, all the way up. And his computer just runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He's downloading like crazy. And for those who are like, oh, that's illegal. Well, first of all, fuck you, fuck off. Number two, there's something to be said about preservation of art, and these game companies don't give two flying fucks about preservation. They only care about money. Nintendo is very litigious, and they will go after anybody and everything, even if it's the stupidest reason to do so. And recently they went after Did You Know Gaming, the YouTube channel, because they did an episode about an unreleased, I want to say Zelda game. I'm not 100% sure. Um, but yeah, make no mistake, these companies are not your friend. I mean, we've been playing video games our whole lives. We're very partial to the characters and the franchises and even the companies that make them. But at the end of the day, they care about their money. They don't care about you. They don't even care about their own IP. So many game companies have abandoned IP because it doesn't make money. And then they pitch a fit when people on the internet are like, make art of it, or try to make ROM hacks or make their own games. I think Sega's probably the only one who is openly, like, you know, promoting that kind of behavior, and I think that's a good thing. All right, so we did the first 2 rows of all the starters. I think that's a good place to get started with this kind of giveaway. Well, let's take a moment to give away some heavy hitters. These are Pokemon that I caught in the terrestrializing raids, and we're just going to give those away real quick. We have Primate. A lot of these I caught last night. But yeah, like, that was a very, very important lesson I learned during the Wii and the Wii U era of Nintendo. Was like, they put up so many NES and SNES games in their eShop, and then after the console is out of production and we move on to the Switch and everything else, they, you know, eventually those eShops close. Access to your digital purchases are gone. It's not like Steam, you know. I've had my Steam account for 10-ish years, give or take. I don't remember how long exactly, but I have access to every purchase I've ever made, and I probably will indefinitely. I'm sure eventually one day Steam will shut down, but at that point, like, it'll be made freeware. Like, so many people already have versions of, like, let's say Left 4 Dead 2, for example. You can just grab Left 4 Dead 2 off the internet at this point, and people have scrubbed it so that you can get like a non-Steam copy, a copy that doesn't require the Steam program to run it. So there are people out there who do that kind of work. So none of the software is really ever lost forever, thanks to the internet. But it could be frustrating when you try to share deadware and abandonware, and then the company wants to come after you, and you're like, dude, you haven't, the last time this game was patented, manufactured, printed, and copyrighted and sold was 1985, and you want to come at me for sharing it online? No. If nobody's going to preserve and archive, you know, this data, these games, somebody somewhere has to. And yeah, they can just kind of get over themselves, because we've moved into subscription era of media and entertainment, which I loathe. Everything is subscription based now, which I don't particularly care for. I'm still of the old school mind of I like to own a thing. Hell, I even went so far as to go digital. It wasn't a hard sell to make me go digital. I mean, I grew up in the 80s and the 90s where I physically held a cartridge or a VHS tape in my hand, and then a DVD and a CD. So I like having a physical thing in my hand when it comes to media. But I also understood cost of just going digital. Like, not the cost necessarily, but like, it's more efficient. Like with Scarlet here, or Violet here, I mean, I just downloaded it, paid for it in the eShop, and it's a digital copy. I don't have to swap out cartridges in my console every time I want to play a different game. I also don't have to keep up with a bunch of tiny little cartridges. And I also didn't have to go to the store to get it. I was able to kind of just do it all from my couch. But a day will come where Nintendo will stop supporting the online functionality of the Switch. And once that console breaks, I could get another Switch off the internet. Now I can eBay one, but I won't be able to upload my Nintendo account to it, so I won't be able to re-download games at a certain point. So you have to ask yourself, how long am I entitled to the software when I pay for it? You know what I mean? And every company has their own terms of service that you agree to when you buy a thing. I get that. But there, at the end of the day, there are people who still have cars from the early 1900s. There are people who have records from the 1970s. There are people who still have working non-scratch CDs from the 1990s. There are people out there who know how to take care of their things and make them last. But no matter how well you take care of something, eventually it all breaks. That's entropy. One of the bigger laws of the universe, you know. But, well, these trades are going by fast since I'm on a ramble tange. Goodbye, Farigarath. I hope you go to a good home. Jump bluff. Rock. Pop it. Somebody gonna send me a skiploon next? Merry Christmas. I just got finished with a ramble tangent. Now I'm all talked out. We're just chilling and sending some Pokemon out to people. I gave away a bunch of starters. Now I'm just giving away a lot of these Pokemon that I got through the raids. Bringado. All right, let's see. Where did this Bringado come from? Is it Dino or Dino again? Taking all bets. Nope, it's DFO. I might do some raids. I doubt I'll do any raids on stream though, because today was more about doing giveaways. But I'm thinking about doing a raid stream soon. I might do that next week. Or this upcoming week, actually. I don't know. Bye, little buddy. I wonder how many of all these trades we've done, like how many of these starters are actually going to people who need them. It's got to be at least 1%, right? Statistically. This was a good playlist choice. Choice. Din din day. Or didine? Adding an extra D this whole time. This one's taking a bit longer than usual. Mochi! Eevee. Eevee. Okay, that gives away a handful of the raid Pokemon. Oh, a Quaxley snuck in. Let's send it back out. What you need help with? Somebody else out there is the Pokeball connoisseur. They like catching them as certain Pokeballs. Was that a Dream Ball? I know it wasn't a Heal Ball. Yeah, that looks like a Dream Ball, maybe? I'll have to look that up. I might keep that. I mean, keep that and breed that for the Pokeball it's in. Because I think mine is in a... Wait, where's mine? Mine isn't a Heal Ball. Oh yeah, you can't see the ball because of all the stuff on screen. My bad. I didn't think about that. Now you should be able to see it. Yeah, I think that's a Heal Ball. I think it's the only pink ball we've had access to for a while. Where did you go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Ah, here we are. Oh, let's see. What now? What now? What now? This is another box of Pokemon that I got through the raids. I guess I could give some of these away. Just for funs. Just for funsies. This is a very Miles Davis song. Was that even a Christmas song, or did they just slip some jazz in there? Oh, right. We haven't touched on the new Pokemon. Guys, they're retiring Ash and Pikachu. No, it's crazy, right? Like, granted, I watched the original series in the 90s and some of the Johto episodes, and then I skipped all the way to Sun and Moon because it was on Netflix. So I missed years of the anime. And I don't think I care to go back and watch all that because it was very much just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. So it seems kind of bland and boring to me, that big 20-year chunk in the middle. But Sun and Moon was fun, and I've thoroughly enjoyed the shit out of the newest anime, where with Ash and Go, where they're going from region to region to region to region, and it's going to be odd not having Ash be the center of the animated world anymore. It's going to be very odd. But to be honest, it's something they should have done a long time ago. I definitely like a lot of the anime that they've done that doesn't have Ash. They've done a lot of spin-offs that were really good. I think Legends was the name of it, where it started with the Johto characters, and it was supposed to be an ongoing thing where they changed different characters for every episode, like an anthology. They didn't keep that going, but it was really good. Then on their YouTube channel, they released a couple of series, one that followed Red, catching them all in Kanto. Then they did that series, a new anthology series, that focused more on the game, if it were an anime, you know? But as far as the new series, with the little girl and the little boy, I don't know anything about it. I saw that she had I saw that she had this symbol in her hair. I guess it's like a hairpin. Which I thought was kind of like a nice nod. But yeah, I'm ready to see the Pokemon Company go in a new direction. Because Pokemon's been stale for a long time, and we definitely needed to change it up. I really love this open world approach to Pokemon. I like a lot of what Arceus, Legends Arceus brought to the table. I loved Pokemon Violet. I could see where they were in the middle of trying to set this up as the standard for Sword and Shield, you know, with the wild area. But yeah, I'm excited to see where the future goes. There was a while there in my life where I was just depressed, like severely. Not my normal everyday depression, but like just in me now depression for a while. And it caused me to like just hate on everything. Even the things I liked, I heavily criticized to the point where I couldn't enjoy anything, you know, and it became a problem for me. I would bitch constantly while enjoying the thing I was trying to enjoy. I need therapy, but we'll see where they take it. If they were smart, what they would do is age Ash up and cameo him from time to time. That would be the smart thing to do. Since he's now the world champion. I don't think it's his daughter. I don't think that they would be that on the nose with it. I guess I need to send that Charmander back out. I could be wrong. Let's send that Charmander back out. All right, I think we're going to go another 10 minutes and then call it a day. I recorded an hour's worth of material for another YouTube channel unrelated to this one. And then I did this stream for an hour and a half. Then I've got to record more content again for another channel unrelated to video games. So I don't want to be all talked out by the time I get to that. I'm feeling a little winded and talked out now because I've been talking for 2.5 hours at this point. I had a good laugh at myself the other day. I was like, I bet my channel becomes an all Pokemon channel by 2024. It might. I don't know. I didn't stream for like a week. That's not a thing I usually do, you know. It says Dreepy. I think Dreepy is a version exclusive, so we're going to send these back out. But, yeah, I just haven't been feeling it lately, you know. I've been having a lot of health problems, and it's getting in the way of me doing the streaming, and just always tired no matter how much sleep I get. It's been very exhausting. Been very stressful. I started Portal 2. I did one stream and I haven't been back to it. Because as much as I love Portal, and I love it to death, I really, really love Portal 1 and 2. At the end of the day, since I've played through it multiple times over the years, at this point it just feels like work. You know what I mean? To sit down and record it for YouTube, it just feels like work. So I haven't been back to do it again. But I need to break myself of that. I need to play through it. My goal is to be done retro gaming. Like, I think I've covered just about every game on the channel that I grew up with and that I wanted to cover. I think Portal 2 might be one of the last holdouts. There are other games I want to play, like Heavy Rain, Detroit Become Human. There's a ton of games through the Microsoft Game Pass. There's just a lot of stuff I have never played that I want to play. And as long as I'm doing the retro Let's Plays, they're, you know, eating up my time, so. Send out this Dreepy. This is one of the ones I got for during a raid. Wake up, cuckoo. At least there's a lot of people on trading today. Bye, little buddy. I hope you go to a good home. Diglett in the air. It's never not funny. I hope you saw that. You ever want to see a Diglett in the air? There he goes. All right. Box 1 forward are my own personal Pokemon. I don't want to get rid of any of these. Let's see. I found a shiny Gyarados yesterday. It was just hanging out. All right, last 5 minutes of the stream. If anybody watching wants anything, speak now or forever hold your peace. We're gonna wrap this up. Oh no, not from a raid. Just wild. I saw it wild in the wild and caught it. The shiny Pokemon in these games are bittersweet. They're shiny on the overworld, so when you're running around, you'll see whether they're shiny or not without having to go into 100 battles. But some Pokemon's shinies are barely changing color, so sometimes you might not notice and you'll just miss out on a shiny. Your Pokedex keeps count of how many shinies you've encountered, and Matt pointed that out to me. If you go look at your Pokedex, you'll see that your shiny count is way higher than how many you've caught. So this game is bad about making you miss out on shinies, because some of them just don't stand out. That and the pop-in rate for this game is very bad. Pokemon only like 3 feet away will pop in and out of existence, which causes them to reset. So I've seen people on TikTok and Twitter, I've seen videos where people will be riding through the air, see a shiny, drop down to get it, and everything is reset because they technically went across an invisible line on the map and entered a new area. So there's some problems with an open world format like this. Shiny Pokemon are very dodgy and hard to get in this one. Although they throw them at you like Pokemon Go does. That's my other problem with this game in particular. They just hand the shinies out like candy. And two, when you do raids, you get this stuff called Herba Mystica. It's like an herb, a plant. You mix it up into your sandwiches and it causes your shiny encounter rate to go up. And I think people have figured out how to manipulate that. And just handing shinies out like candy now, you know. Shinies have steadily decreased in values over the years because even at the beginning of this very stream, people saw the words Pokemon giveaway and they came in here asking me for shinies and wanting to give me shinies. I don't give two shits about shiny Pokemon. People have ruined them for me. It's that old adage of, so-and-so's gonna make us all millionaires. You do realize that if we all have $1 million, nobody has $1 million. That's not how anything works. So if everybody has a box full of shinies, they're not valuable. And I will die on this hill. Ooh. Well, hello. Somebody send over Miraidon's Scarlet version. My Pokedex is sitting at 99% complete because I can't find anybody with Scarlet version to help me complete the game. Thomas has Scarlet, Tyler has Scarlet, but neither one of them have finished the game. They barely touch it. So, I can't finish my Pokedex. Goodbye, Screamtail. That's Jigglypuff's ancestor from 10 billion years ago, which they screwed up because there wouldn't have been life 10 billion years ago that evolved of a state. I don't think. I could be wrong. I'm not a scientist. Alright, let's send out Rotom. Somebody better be happy to get this Rotom. Higglybuff. All right, let's take one last look around before we head out, shall we? I will send this Dratini out. I got this one in a raid. Caught that during a raid too. We'll send out 2 or 3 more. There are a few I definitely want to get rid of. Surprise trade. We'll send you out. Rabaska. I just remembered I gotta make a thumbnail for this episode. Wonder how I'm gonna do that. I have an idea. We'll send you out since you Throat Goat. Oh no. Somebody named it Throat Goat. Oh, somebody's been on Twitch too much. If I had thought about it, I probably should have caught a bunch of the Area Zero Pokemon too and sent those out. That probably would have been a good idea too, but I can probably do a whole separate stream for that later. Okay. I can give the rest of these out in my own private time. Let's see. The same with the extra starters that we have. I'll just kind of send these out through the rest of the day to the little kitties and whatnot starting their adventure. But I think that we're going to wrap this stream up. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me this Christmas day. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. Eat some good food, spend time with family or friends, or whatever it is you're gonna do to make it good. No, I'm not giving out any shinies. I have some starters, but no shinies to give today. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I will get this uploaded to YouTube. Have a happy holiday season, everybody. Have a good new year. We will be back. I think I'm going to take another week off. And we'll be back January 1st-ish in 2023 to play a whole bunch of other games. See you, folks.